Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3 and this is episode 6 of season 3 of our FIFA 12 Sunderland Manager Mode commentary. So carrying on with the month of September, and I'm sorry guys that this episode took a little bit longer to come out than the other episodes. I was extremely busy this weekend and this was the only chance I really had to do the video, and if I didn't get it out today, then I would have had to get it out tomorrow, and I don't want you guys waiting too long for episodes. So there was the fixture list, guys. I'm sure you just saw that. So on to the Barclays Premier League table, and we are in first place with 10 points, having won our first 3 matches and drawn another match. So that is quite impressive, but that is only 4 matches into the season, so nothing to get excited about just yet. And a few people wanted to see my squad report card. Only 2 players have really made any progress at all. That is Courtois and Nikolai Bolson. They've gone up a level each, and the goal of the episode, should say goal of the episode, not really goal of the month because the month is continuing, was the David and Gog goal against Wigan Athletics. So that's what you guys voted for. So anyway, on to our first match of the episode, the Tyneside derby, Sunderland versus Newcastle United. It's a very large match in that part of the country, very big match, and extremely so in this episode, as you know, these are 2 rather large clubs. Newcastle have started off the season rather poorly, in all honesty, whereas I've started off the season very well, which is kind of opposite to how it usually goes in reality. But anyway, enough of that. Newcastle did start off the match really well. I had a couple of chances with Fernandinho, as you can see there. Really should have done a lot better there, maybe should have carried it in, but Courtois really has been the star of the show for the start of this season. He has been absolutely incredible, but Lukaku sets through Fernandinho, and Fernandinho does what he does best, finishes it off with just a casual finish right under the keeper. I'm pretty sure the goalkeeper isn't Tim Krul. I think they did sell him off to someone, I'm not really too sure who. Lukaku has a shot well saved there by the keeper, and at half time it was 1-0 to Sunderland, so we are well on the way to getting 3 points. Started off the match quite brightly, and at half time I made a few substitutions as match fitness wasn't too great, and one of my substitutes, Cohen I think it was, made a great tackle there to stop Darren Fletcher, I do believe, and Courtois makes yet again another save. He is an absolute great player. I was a little bit not too sure about him because of his price tag, but he has been worth every penny. However, in the 71st minute, Newcastle do eventually break past Courtois. A pretty nice finish, if I'm honest. Leon Best, I do believe. A great finish by him, and to equalise for them. Fernandinho comes quite close, but just inches wide. I tried to bring on Jay Colbeck to influence the match in some way, but it made little difference as the match did end 1-1. So a pretty respectable result there, in all honesty. Nothing too disastrous. I was quite hopeful of 3 points. But anyway, moving on to our next match, a home match against Everton, and at home we really need to be quite strong, picking up as many points as possible, and we start off the match absolutely brilliantly. Fernandinho delivering a beautiful goal, just chips it over the keeper. What a goal that was. Just love the way it just falls down and Tim Howard can do nothing about it. A great goal there, and that really set the tone for this match. Some great chances followed there. Fernandinho should have done so much better with that header. Should have made it 2-0, and Lukaku again has a great chance to put us 2-0 ahead, and that is the story of our season really. If we don't take our chances, Everton came back into the match to equalise. Anichebe, I'm not too sure how to pronounce that. I'm pretty sure that's right though. Anichebe, not too sure. And this decision, I must admit, right, you either give them the red card straight away and stop play, or you allow play and go back and give the yellow card. You don't do either, and just because Courtois, blocks it off the line, then he went back and gave the red card to Ogbonna, and that really just screwed me over. Anichebe again went in, put Everton 2-1 ahead. That was a quite calm and composed finish, and at half time it's 2-1 to Everton. Very little chance of coming back. I do bring on a defender to replace Sessegnon just to add some sort of stability so we don't concede too many goals. Lukaku has a great chance there, and James Milner tries to curl it in, but the defender makes a great block. And again, Anichebe is through on goal, and he is a great player for Everton. I was shocked by how strong he was. He was quick, and he was a clinical finisher, but so frustrating. Fernandinho went off injured. I don't know how long he's out for, but David and Gog came on. David and Gog has played quite well recently, in all honesty. Lukaku had a shot well saved, and David Vaughan, the player that I sold to Everton, scores against me to make it 3-1. That is a very clinical finish by David Vaughan. Courtois couldn't really do too much about it, in all honesty, though Lukaku is set through on goal in the 88th minute and just smashes it past Tim Howard. Some small hope of getting something from this match. Another great finish by Lukaku, but our hopes of getting anything from the match were completely quashed in the 90th minute. Anichebe and Courtois, I've been singing his praises for the whole month, but that really was poor from him. His reactions were too slow, and at full time it was 4-2 to Everton, although we can blame that on the Ogbonna red card, and as you can see, Ogbonna has been given a 2-match suspension, so that is quite frustrating. And Fernandinho is also out with a sprained knee. He's out for 3 weeks, so this has been a terrible match so far. We have 2 of our starting players out, but luckily we do have a Carling Cup match where we can play some of our not so well-known players, some of our other players. I do give a match to Shaqiri because he's not really had the greatest of starts in his Sunderland career, in all honesty, but David N'Gog gets us off to a great start. I always seem to score quite early. I really enjoy that aspect of FIFA, but David N'Gog there, a great goal, puts us 1-0 ahead in the opening 3 minutes, and this is against Fulham, and look at that from Dembele, a very acrobatic effort from him. David Beckham then has a chance, but another good save, not by Courtois, instead it's by Mignolet, I do believe it is. I did swap them out as this is a Carling Cup match. Very little to tell you about in the first half of this match. At half-time it did end, half-time was 1-0 to Sunderland. I did decide to bring on Matty Everington instead of Shaqiri because Shaqiri hasn't been great, and I wanted him to play in the Premier League rather than the Carling Cup. But Kenwyne Jones, a summer signing by Fulham, equalises some really terrible defensive frailties in the side. I don't know what was happening there, but they do have the equaliser. Connor Wickham's a great chance and just hits the top of the crossbar. Can't get anything on the header as it bounces out. Wickham, a nice bit of dribbling there, goes for the finesse and another good save. And it was so frustrating to get anything from this match as the goalkeeper made a series of saves over and over again. David N'Gog threw on goal in the 90th minute. You would expect him to take this, but it is well saved by the keeper. But as this is the Carling Cup, it doesn't end there. There will be extra time like there was in the other match of the Carling Cup, which it is quite frustrating in all honesty to play it extra. I do bring on Lukaku because match fitness is going down rapidly, but Mignolet makes a great save in the 97th minute to keep us in the match. But in the 120th minute, Lukaku goes for a shot, is taken down in the penalty area, and a penalty is given. Lukaku steps up, hits it perfectly into the top corner, and that Lukaku penalty proved decisive as we won the match 2-1, and we are into the next round of the Carling Cup now, so that'll be an interesting adventure. But anyway, on to our 4th and final match of this episode, a Premier League match against Fulham, and they're playing a much stronger side than they did in the Carling Cup, but then again, so am I as well, so it should be a lot more even contest than it was in the Carling Cup. So Fulham started off the match quite brightly. They had that one header there that Courtois saved rather easily, but after that it was just complete domination by Sunderland. Lukaku didn't really come too close there, but he does get quite lucky here, goes for the shot, and a pretty good save by the keeper, manages to keep out Lukaku. Lukaku then lays it off to Shaqiri, goes for the finesse, but a good save by the keeper does come out to David N'Gog, but he does put it in the back of the net. However, he was offside, so the goal does not count. On the stroke of half-time, Lukaku smashes it into the top corner. Another brilliant goal by Lukaku, and he is a great player that I brought on loan. He's an awesome player, and at half-time it is 1-0 to Sunderland against Fulham. I feel a little bit sorry for Fulham because they've just started off the season so poorly, and I do bring on a substitute. I just want to keep this 1-0 win. I'm not too confident with going ahead and trying to attack some more. I might concede a goal, but after the first half, Fulham just came on with unbelievable amounts of attack, and Courtois is the reason why we are still winning 1-0 at this point. And yet again, Cole Henry running inside the box, goes for a shot, and another save by Courtois, and that's pretty much the end of the match. It does end 1-0 to Sunderland against Fulham, so a vital 3 points there. And another bit of good news as Ogbonna comes back from suspension. He's now available, which is awesome, but sadly Sebastian Larsson has got a pulled hamstring. He's only out for 7 days, but he might not be available for our next match. So at the end of this episode, we are in 4th place with 14 points. We are well on the way to getting Champions League football, so hopefully we can get into some form of Europe. And as a quick little update, for Fulham. They are in 20th place, so that is absolutely shocking for them. I'm really surprised at that. But anyway, now for goal of the month, and I want you guys to vote for it. So our first goal is the Fernandinho goal versus Everton, where he chips it over Tim Howard. A beautiful goal there. And the second contestant is David Ngog against Fulham in the Carling Cup. So leave a comment which one you think should be goal of the month. And now for player of the month, I was thinking between Courtois or Lukaku. In the end, I did decide to go with Lukaku, sorry, as he scored 3 goals this episode and also played a vital part in scoring. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy, please leave a thumbs up. So thank you very much for watching.